There, not there, not there. We're over there.
Did y'all miss us?
Hi. We're here.
Hello, everyone.
We are here. Somewhere.
Hello. Batman Mike, I'm going to say hello before you fly over here and whack me one for not saying hi to you today.
I just got notification that Storage Brats just went live. We'd probably go check that out. So.
Fly over here.
There you go. There it is.
Yeah.
Seems like I was just on a little while ago for some reason.
Yeah, we were. We'll start calling you nightmares pretty soon.
Hi, Betty Boop. Penny Noreen.
I don't have quite the watch hours he does, but
Ew.
close. I think he's around 10,000 by now.
I don't even think I've broken 4 yet.
Nightmares. He was over 9,000 a little over a month ago.
Well,
Rest assured, if my new idea takes off, I'll get my watch hours if I'm lacking any that I need. So stick around, gang. I got a little something I'm trying to put together.
I think it'll work if it works.
Oh, if it works, it'll be really cool.
Yep.
But it's a very select market. That's the only downside to it. So.
Well, it always is.
Yep.
Always is.
I got to see them on Jeebus's too.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
My wife's over here taping boxes in case y'all can't hear that.
Yeah, we hear. Hudson.
yeah, we went to the yard sale.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Well, yeah, Robert, you had a video that had like 53,000 views or some crazy thing like that.
Sounds like my TikTok.
Yeah. Well, he had that one about the new Can-Am that he bought for Randa, and that thing just went off like nobody's business.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hudson's, when you get home, get better first, and then I'm gonna be up your way probably middle of the month.
58,000 views on that video.
Yeah.
You would have thought you picked up 1,000 subs from that, but
He probably watched it 55,000 times. So
57,999.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, we gotta stop over and get together with the Hudsons on the way home. Definitely gonna do that. Trip's coming together, so hopefully. Oh, let's give them an update.
Hey,
Hey, B. On the books.
Books.
Yeah, we got books.
Lockridge?
We have lots of books.
We got a few books.
Anybody interested in any books? We got a lot of books.
We got some books, y'all.
So tell us how we did on that there, Mickey. How, I mean, obviously we haven't gone through the unit yet or anything like that. That's up and coming in the near future. But just give them the sample.
You mean these books?
That's the ones I want them to show you to see.
There you go.
Show them that.
They're all up on eBay right now.
That's right.
Books.
So take a look at that. That storage unit y'all saw us, we were talking about and shared with you guys and got your opinion on. We bought it. And there's the books that are in there. Boxes and boxes and boxes of brand new books.
Probably close to 10,000 to 15,000 copies of this one.
This is the gentleman whose books they are, I believe, is the Chris Lamb, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
2 of them.
He's the author, and he was 2 of them are this one and this one. Both are by him. They were all printed though in Charleston, South Carolina at Frontline Press, which is right up the road from where the storage facility is, at on Rutledge Avenue in Charleston, South Carolina. But this guy was a professor at the College of Charleston. So.
And he passed away.
He passed away. His wife paid 1 month of rent on the unit, and then after that, she said she didn't want it no more.
They top it.
They tried to get in touch with her after she said there was nothing in there that she wanted, and she cut ties with them.
Wow.
But there are cases and cases and cases of this book, for sure.
Yeah.
It sells on Amazon for $14.95, and we paid right around. Well, by the time everything's said and done, we'll have less than $500 probably in the complete unit, wouldn't y'all say?
With the extra rent and everything, yes.
With the extra rent and y'all's traveling, is what I was thinking.
I think 500 is a fair estimate.
So we'll have less than $500 in this unit, and 10,000 copies of a book or more that sells for $15 a copy. And that's why we buy storage units.
It's a home run, dude.
Hi, Steven, the reseller.
Hey, Steven, what's happening? Hey, I got to share this with you guys real quick. My daughter got a picture frame today and took some pressed flowers from the funeral, and she made this picture frame.
Oh, that's pretty.
Turned out really nice, huh?
Yep.
That's
I just
really
wanted to
nice.
share that. She just sent me that picture. She's been down there working on it.
I had to put these goods in a sleeve.
Yeah.
Y'all missed
Yeah,
out
those are
on the
nice.
auction today. Y'all missed these. Miss Brenda didn't miss them, though.
She's smart.
Douglas said open the trunk and let them out.
Yeah, that's right.
Why?
Whose
Why
trunk
do
are
you
you
blow
getting
up?
in, Douglas?
I don't usually climb in trunks. We used to do that to get into the drive-in movie theater, but
All right. I thought that was the only place that was fun to do.
Oh, for God's sakes.
See what the fun thing about this card is? It's number 201 of 250.
oh wow. So that's a very limited edition card.
Correct.
That's very nice.
You see Brenda? Brenda said, I got them.
And,
What the heck?
You did get them.
All over your face, child.
Yep.
yeah. Well, that's really good. So we're going to come out really good on that book unit, though. That's going to be a fantastic hit. Now, obviously, it's going to take a long time to sell 10,000 copies of that book.
Yeah.
Maybe
When
not.
you-
Maybe they'll sell in a week.
If 100 sold in a week, I'd be thrilled.
I'm working on an idea I'll share with you guys.
We'll talk about it. He's in the steamer trunk.
That Hudson
Hey.
City.
Look at the bright side, Mr. Doug. You'll come out wrinkle free.
Right? That's a big 10-4.
So, yeah, I think we're going to do really good on those. And I look at it this way. For the little bit of investment we're all going to have in that, let's say even if it goes to 600 and we're in it for $200 each, you've got a residual income, a passive income that you literally just send them books to, hey, PJ, you send them books into Amazon or put them on, list them on eBay, package them up, send them out. That's residual income that's going to come in for a long period of time. And you can't really lose that. That's a
Yep.
great thing. Mm-hmm. Very nicely done.
Full show.
Good job, Mickey. Good job, Mickey.
There was another book unit that was up by Danny. I tried to get her to get it, but she lost. Well, she I guess got outbid or whatever. But it had a bunch of novels in it.
Oh, what the hell?
Hey, watch that mouth, lady.
Oh.
Wrong number. Call back later.
This has been nonstop since we got home.
We're not taking any calls right now.
Hey, you've been
No,
around
I'm
here.
not.
You've been around here when my phone goes off. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Black and yellow.
It never stops. It's going again now. Yeah, good. Hi, Miss Vicky. How are you?
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
We've been sitting here chatting and not paying attention. And hey, everybody, how's
We're
everybody?
just having fun and being, having a good time tonight. That's what we got to do. We're all about having a good time.
You know what else somebody else missed out on?
What's that?
1994 Clear Ultra Marvel cards.
Yeah,
A complete set.
I've seen those before.
Marble cards.
Yeah. 1994 Fleer Ultra Marvel.
Ah.
Yeah, they had I can't remember who it was that paid them, but somebody paid another artist to make those cards. I remember those. They're very
My
nice.
dumpster divers here.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're worth. Somebody missed out on them because I comped them before I put them up, and they're worth probably. It depends on which comp you go by, but they go between $89 and $600
Mhm.
for the set.
Oh,
I'd say
Nice.
2 is a very fair price for them.
Yep.
Very fair.
So
are you?
Yeah. That's good stuff. Nicely
Yeah, it
done. Nicely done. I'm chomping at the bit. I can't wait to get this thing announced, but I'm not sure if I want to do it now or wait until later.
Oh, you know what Grandma's doing?
No, what's Grandma doing? Tell me, Grandma.
Tell him, Grandma.
What are you doing, Granny?
Well, I'm not going to bed. I'm working. I'm gonna wait.
You ain't working, Granny.
You ain't even on camera. What the hell you mean you're working?
You ain't working. Nicole's working. Nicole's packaging.
We're gonna go dumpster diving.
I ain't doing nothing. That's what I'm doing.
No.
I heard that. I heard that. We want live video.
You know, my Dollar General. What time y'all's Dollar General close?
Saturday.
Ours closes at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, ours closes at 10 too.
Saturday.
Yours is closed on Saturdays?
I have no idea. It's in another town, and I rarely go up there.
Oh,
In fact, the last time I was up there was to get Sketty dinner. That's the last time I was in that town.
how did that turn out?
Real good. Actually, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. Should I get into this now? Because I got a lot to cover with it.
Yeah, full screen on Conky.
All
right.
Conky.
Where the hell's Conky? He's not here.
It's you.
He's on another channel. Okay, so there's a lot of folks out here. I know there is. There's your John Wilson's, Clean Cooks, Nightmares, me, Danny. Deals with Danny. She likes to do it. I know Brenda has dabbled a few times here and there. Maybe there's not enough market in this
My brother calling. Hunter
community,
calling, my mom calling.
but I wanted to throw this out there to see what kind of interest there would be. One of the things that we run into when we're building decks for our Pokemon cards is we never have enough of this, or we never have enough of that. Or if we're building a collection, we're always looking for something that we don't pull out of a. Thank you. Here, see what it says. It says, "I am your father." We're always looking for something that we don't have.
Getting you your stuff listed.
So then the first thing I got to do is I got to either go out and buy a whole bunch more packs and hope to pull it,
Good job.
or I got to go on eBay and pay the price for it.
All right.
I can promise you people like John Wilson, as an example, have a lot more cards than what they need. They know what to do with. Doubles, triples, quadruples, things that they don't want. He just builds collections. He doesn't sell. So here's my thought process is I think maybe next week or the week after, I want to start an hour-ish long live on my channel where anybody that does Pokemon stuff, whether you're a collector, whether you're an actual player, even a novice player that's trying to learn the game, if you're somebody that likes to collect the cards and put sets together, if you're somebody that wants to take cards and resell them, this might be for you. I want to have a live stream where people can come on and trade stuff. Here's an example. There's been some trainer cards that I've been looking for lately that I haven't been able to pull to save my life. So my thought process was if I come out and I offer things like these, now these are all ultra rare cards.
As soon as you buy them, though, you'll pull them.
That's usually what happens. Yeah, I mean, there's binder full of ultra rare cards. I also have boxes and boxes of cards that we don't need that we've opened. So my thought process is this. If I have a card that I'm looking for, I can tell the chat, hey guys, I got a card I'm looking for. Does anybody have one? And Mickey says, hey, I got one, man. Okay, here comes Mickey on. Let's work out a trade. What are you looking for? Oh, I've got this right here, and I've got this here. And we work on our honor system to trade with each other to not have to go out and buy hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of packs of cards to try to get what we want. So that's what I'm thinking about trying to do. I wanted to see what you guys thought, see if you had any interest in anything like that. Obviously, Mr. Wilson probably isn't here right now, but he would be one that I would think would have an enormous collection of cards that he could go through and say, well, I've got one of those, but my kids really want a Pikachu or whatever. so I could go to him and say, well, hey, Mr. Wilson.
I don't know where you'll get a Pikachu from.
Yeah. Or the other thing is too is like I've got, like I said, I've got boxes of cards like this, and there's foils and there's rares and there's everything in here. We just don't need them because we only keep a certain number of each card. I could trade a whole mess of cards that could give somebody some resale value more than what the card is that I'm looking for. I trade in their favor, they could make money off of that. Instead of me just taking these boxes and putting them on an auction going, give me 20 bucks, 25, give me 30, give me 35. Yeah. And again, if let's just say again, I'm using people that everybody knows. If Nightmares and Mickey decided they wanted to make some kind of a trade and they get together via email or via messengers, Miss Carol, I got something to say to you. Just stay here for a minute. They got to work that out on their own. And if something goes wrong and somebody doesn't hold up their end of the bargain, no responsibility comes here because that is all worked out with you guys. But I can promise you this, is if somebody does come on here and try to shortchange people on a regular basis or crosses the line and doesn't do things the right way and doesn't work it out fairly, they're gone. And I can promise you that everybody on these channels that you guys are on regularly would blackball them. And that's the risk you'll take if you want to play a dirty pool.
Right.
So that's my thoughts. I want to see what you guys thought.
I think it's a good idea.
Just an alternative.
Blackball people, that's for sure.
Well, we can do that. Yeah, I maybe
John Wilson here.
Mr. Wilson, I think either next week or the week after, on Thursdays after the ladies get done on Brenda's channel, we're going to start doing a live trading session for Pokemon. Or if somebody has Yu-Gi-Oh! Or baseball cards and somebody says, hey, I want to trade some Pokemon for Yu-Gi-Oh! Or baseball cards, fine, whatever. You can work out your own trades, but it's an opportunity for people to come on here. Like I say, if Mr. Wilson had 3 cards he wanted to trade away, or if there was something he was looking for, I can bring him on live. He shows what he's got or he shows what he's looking for, and then people can contact him and make arrangements accordingly. So, Miss Carol, I have the box here. We did shoot a video. Unfortunately, I have not been able to get the video edited or put up yet, but we did get a video, and I wanted to tell you thank you very much for your kind gift. That was very nice of you. Thank you, Miss Carol. There. So if anybody has any questions, shoot me a message, pop it in the chat here. We'll do the best to answer that we can. But that's my new brainstorm that I had going over the last week or so.
How tall are you?
Right up to here.
Okay.
Just under 6 foot.
You said I had a question. I was,
I'm shrinking.
I too am shrinking, sir.
I'm very sensitive about my height.
We know somebody who's not like that in this world.
Honestly, I really don't care, but it's been a real burden because of the reasons that I'm shrinking. That it's really causing me a lot of trouble. But
You'll have to get them all in alphabetic order and
yeah,
documented and written on the
John, you got to
spreadsheet.
get them in numerical order.
actually, I should probably do the very first live, and I'll probably do it from downstairs in our new studio, even though I don't have the computer and that hooked up down there. But what we'll do is I'll sit down and I'll show the way we lay our cards out and how we categorize them. And that would probably help a guy like Mr. Wilson get his stuff categorized so he can have a little more of a semblance of order. Because there is an easier way to do it, Mr. John, believe me.
Yeah, otherwise you're going through 10,000s of cards
Well,
looking for one.
yeah, you do. You literally do. You're absolutely right. I can't show you a lot right now because I don't have a lot on here. Don't know yet, but we're going to do that very soon. We're going to do that very soon. Did I take that picture down? I sure did. Dang nabbit.
John Wilson said he needs to order some.
Some what?
He needs some order.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he needs some order. Okay, I misread it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll tell you this, Mr. Wilson, and you probably have the same struggle that I do, is seeing the little things down on the bottom, the little numbers and stuff like that. That makes it a lot harder. If you can get a list on your computer that shows you, like, hey, I've got Evolving Skies cards. You can see the set symbol. You can see the numbers, the order that the cards go in. It helps
They were brats.
set up your order a little bit better.
They really are storage brats. That's
True.
why the name. That's where the name came from. So if there's any questions about the last 15 seconds of what Troy just said when Callista was storming through, please ask.
What did he say?
I forgot. What was the question?
So did we.
I think it was how tall you are.
I have no idea. Oh yeah. Mr. Wilson. Yeah, exactly. There it is. I'm
All
sure
you need is you need one of those jeweler things that you put on, pull the flap down with the eye. Yeah, there you go.
I have one of those downstairs.
They work great.
Yeah, they do. But when somebody's not used to doing Pokemon, especially in the volume that Mr. Wilson buys that, it can be very overwhelming. Very overwhelming.
What do
Right.
Pokemon sound like?
What do they sound like?
Yeah, you said Mr. Wilson's cards have volume.
Hey, Roy.
They're just loud. Okay.
Oh,
What's
okay.
up, Roy? How you doing?
Horizon!
Yeah, he's in a whole new world tonight, gang. Anyway, we still got him. We still got to eat these one of these days. I
Yeah.
don't know when that's gonna be, but and maybe I'll bring it with. That actually might be a really good idea. That might have to come with me. This too. This is gonna have to come with too.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Pam. I'm sorry.
What's that?
Miss Pam said I'm silly.
He's silly tonight.
He's
That's
silly
okay.
every night.
That's not true.
Tonight isn't just an option.
And the night has just begun.
Right?
Yeah, these definitely got to come with me. Eric better get his checkbook out. That's all I can say.
So you're bringing them to South Carolina first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I hear you.
Good thing
Yep.
I got a load of air conditioners this weekend.
Oh, you're funny. I love it. Well, anyway, what else we got going on, gang? Ain't doing nothing else. Oh, I do have another update, actually. I do have one.
2 1-pound gummy bears?
Yeah, these are half pound.
How much are they, Randall? They should be on discount now, right? Christmas is over.
I think that's in their collection.
No, she said if anyone's interested.
Oh, we'll take them both. Let's get them. Get them. Send them to Mickey. I'll pay for them right now.
$7.99.
Not yet, anyway, huh? Well,
Good night,
bring them on.
Prophet.
Good night, Toppin. Take care. Randa, bring them on. We'll take them. You get them, whatever they cost. Just tell me. $8.
$7.99, she said.
Send them to Mickey's.
Did y'all see the new No Drama Llama?
I did. He got
It's
The
a mini.
small one?
It's a mini, yeah.
You got 3 of them now.
tree.
Yep. Dollar General had a big one too, but I missed it.
Oh, Roy, that's funny.
That is a commitment. I can promise you that. All right, Robert. Y'all get them picked up. Let me know the price, including shipping, and send them to Mickey's house. So they'll be down
No
there.
drama, mama. You don't
I'll
want any
send you-
drama.
I'll send you the money as soon as you get it figured out. We will buy them. We will buy them. I say buy them all, but it's only 2. I'll buy them both.
catch them while we can, right?
That's right. That's right. Yep. They're going to take care of that tomorrow. So when they get the shipping figured out, I'll just send them the money and they'll be down there waiting for us. Then we can really get our sugar high on. We'll have a 1/2 pounder and a 1 pounder. It's going to be a mess.
And some bang.
We got the bang covered already. Oh, that reminds me, Mickey, did you get that other thing ordered yet? Or did you wait until you still waiting to do that?
You talking about the big one?
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't got it ordered yet.
Okay.
I'm slack.
Can you look into that and try to have that set up for about, let me look.
The 10th?
Let's say probably March 14th-ish, maybe. I'm going to say the 11th or the 14th. The 11th might be pushing it a little bit. Figure if we're going to do it, we might as well all do it, right? I think we're gonna get the better end of that deal, though, if you think about it. I don't worry about it. Oh, you want to do that too? All right, do it. Yeah, have that done too down there. Yeah, let's do it all.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Thank you,
Did
Miss
you
Pam.
fart?
Excuse me.
Did you fart?
You want to
No.
meet me? Why do you want to meet me, Randa?
But you got to plan your own trip for that. No offense. But this is one that we've got to do. We got a lot of things that we got to get done. That storage unit, another trip that we've got to make. We're gonna do while we're down there.
Another trip.
A surprise that he thinks is a surprise, which I already know. But I
I'm gonna be surprised. I'm just gonna be here with the grill on, cooking some stuff, so we can eat and get fat when y'all get here.
what do you mean get fat?
Well, you're not fat enough yet, sir.
Are you crazy?
Listen to him. He's in rare form.
Are you crazy?
Have you eaten at my house yet? Tim gained.
Have you
8
eaten at my
pounds.
house yet?
Tim gained 8 pounds when he was here last time.
I had to
gained
wear
8 pounds just
I had to
smelling
wear
the-
Mickey's drawers home.
He gained 8 pounds just driving into town smelling the food when he
Dang.
came here.
Wow.
Dude. No,
Well, just quit your job, Randa. Just quit your job, become a full-time reseller, and then you can make whatever time off you want.
don't make the same mistake that somebody else that I knew make and wait until it's too late. Do it while you can.
John Wilson said we better have a bail money fund.
I do.
I've got bail money covered. I've got 3 people that said that they got it under control.
Horizon's on his way over. He wants to gain some weight.
And the 3 people are Mo, Larry, and Curly.
And Shimp.
That's 4. Unless
Yep.
you count by there might be 3.
Yep.
2. I lose track. Roy, I can promise you spend a month with us and you probably wouldn't be able to move. You'd put on so much weight. And it's different when somebody says, well, I got to eat to put on weight. Now, when you come here to eat, when you go there to eat, you don't get sick eating the same old. You don't get tired of eating that food. The food is incredible. And I can promise you.
Me personally, I'm still learning. I watch Regular Guy Barbecue's channel and learn tricks every time. So I'm still learning.
I'm doing about 8 pounds of stir fry tomorrow night just to stock up the girl for the weekend. She loves her stir fry and her Asian food. I got 4 pounds of chicken in there. I got 3 whole bell peppers, a whole stem of green onions, celery. I even bought. I'm gonna do lemon and soy flavored noodles. I'm not gonna boil them in water. I'm gonna boil them in soy sauce and lemon juice, and use those as a base instead of the rice. Hopefully that video will get put out soon too. Ah! She's got like 40 videos to edit yet, and she ain't getting them done.
Nicole's got 5 or 6 to edit.
You need to hire her and say, "Here, this is a job now."
Tater Tot, what's up, girl?
Half pint.
For every day it's late, you owe me $1. For every day it's on time, I'll pay you $1.
It's real simple, Tim. She's in that catch 22, the conundrum we always think about. Is I told her straight out that when we get monetized, any money that's made off of the channel is going to her. The problem is we have to get
Why you call
monetized.
Danny a hoe?
You're getting close.
Very nice condition.
Closer.
Closer.
That's the
Brenda,
problem. I
that is
mean,
not true. Brenda, that is your big sister.
she's
Not compared to Brenda.
well. I was comparing her to my socks. But yeah, so we gotta get monetized for her to get paid. But in order for her to get paid and not have to work her W-2, we have to get monetized. I said, well, you're gonna have to bite the bullet and start doing two. I'll do both. She ain't having it. Whatever. It'll come. And if this new thing that I plan on doing takes off, that might be the difference breaker. It really could be. It
Could be.
Or it could be a complete flop and nobody cares.
Start advertising it.
Yeah,
You
well, that's,
You can use the community page.
200.
You can put a post on the community page saying such and such date. Put up your or not your thumbnail, but put up your oh
The
my
link.
goodness.
the link.
Put up the link
Just do a picture of Pokemon.
and do a picture of Pokemon and drop the link in the community tab of YouTube.
I don't even know what the community page is. I've never even seen that before.
You've got over 500 subs. You can use it.
I'll take your word for it. Never done it.
I only need 10 more.
It's you know how when you have all the stuff that and
Oh yeah, I've
you-
seen the
somebody will
word.
post something there.
I've seen the word.
You know, yeah.
We don't use a lot
Some of them will
ours,
post a
like we
poll or
should.
something like that in the community tab.
Verizon uses it a lot.
Horizon
fishing-
uses it a lot.
Like a fishing pole.
Yeah, you know.
A reeling rod.
Man, that one storage unit today had so many freaking fishing poles in it. It was like, I mean, so many.
And you didn't buy it?
Oh no, it would have made Mickey's collection look small. Yeah, there were so many fishing
You
poles in
didn't
it.
go to the pawn shed, did you?
It went for so much money though. That was the problem.
Did you go to the pawn shed? What? How much money did it go for?
I don't remember.
Yes, approximately.
Oh,
Which one was it? The one that Jesse bought?
No, it was a different one. What did the one Jesse go for?
Over $800.
Yeah, that one went over 800.
but if it had as many fishing rods in it as I have, then $1,000 isn't
Cheap,
even touching it yet.
cheap. You probably got $5,000 to $10,000 worth of poles.
Just the fishing rod you've seen in the front, that's like probably $2,000-$3,000 worth of rod and reels.
But here it's not worth that to me
But
because people wouldn't mind.
but aren't you coming to Florida and South
Well, I'm
Carolina?
coming down that way, yeah, but I wasn't bringing all that stuff. I'm coming empty. I'm bringing an empty trailer.
Wasn't y'all coming to the community yard sale?
When's that?
You got it wrote down on your
In
calendar,
April.
buddy.
That's in April.
Okay, so you don't have a storage spot for that until April?
No.
I told you I got to buy that trailer when I'm down there, man.
Roy said the community tab is easy peasy on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it really it is. It's
I
you
totally-
could do it.
I'm sure I
Yeah.
can. I just got to try.
We'll educate you.
I'm sure it's probably less than 5 minutes of work. Wow.
Guess who that is?
You,
No.
Inspector you,
No, that's Mini Me.
Detective you.
That's Wobble Baby.
Oh, really?
That's Wobble Baby.
That child's so small, looks like Wobble Baby's foot.
That's his first sub sandwich ever
Oh, really?
at Subway.
We bought two.
I need to get out of my funk. I think that's why I want to do this thing next week.
I think it's a great idea.
I'm still not.
I got to remember what Robert's email is.
I can look it up for you. Hang on.
Well, why don't I just say, hey, Robert, send me an email?
Why would you do something that easy?
Because it's just easy. Sure.
Why does it not come up on my?
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, there we go.
Did you find it?
rmstowe@gmail.com.
That's the
why.
one. I was trying to send it to you, and I couldn't even take a
You already
picture.
sent it.
Okay. There you go. Oh, so last week I told y'all about I'm still having trouble with some of the paperwork.
Yeah. They haven't solved that yet.
Well, I called them again on Monday because last week when they said they had no idea where the mail was that I sent with the tracking number, they said call back in a week. So I did. And they said, well, we have your paperwork. I said, yes, I know that. You've had it since the 26th of January. What's your point? Well, you know, these things we'll have the agent in charge of the case contact you. I said, great. When? Well, within the next 24 to 48 hours. I said, why is it taking so long? Well, you got to understand that we get hundreds of calls every day and it takes time. I said, I understand that. But you had the letter for over 2 weeks and it just sat there and you had no idea that you even had it. How long does this stuff take? I said, the other thing that I was waiting on that's similar to yours was done over 3 weeks ago. Well, we'll have the agent, you know, I said, besides, it's not like I've got nothing better to do but sit around waiting for weeks on end for you guys to eventually get around to talking to me. That's not how this is going to work. And they of course, they haven't called yet either. So tomorrow, blowing up their phone again.
I don't blame you.
Well, it's just ridiculous. And to be completely honest with you, where this office is not that far out of the way from South Carolina.
Ah.
So if they can't get their heads out of their butts in the next short period of time, I'm going to just tell them, listen, obviously you can't do your job. So I'm going to come down there and do it for you.
I love him.
Where's it at?
It's in Roanoke, Virginia. I mean, it's out of the way, but it's not super far out of the way. It's like 6-8 hours from you, I believe. It'd be a good thing for me to do on the way home.
How far are Jeebus's from you?
From me?
Probably about the
Richmond?
same. Yeah, Richmond, about 6. A hell of a lot closer than I am.
I don't know. It's about that far, I guess. I got to turn my little thingamajigger on.
All the way from here to there.
Pretty much.
It fits in my phone. It can't be that far.
Right? That's what I'm thinking.
Our hotel was literally like 3 minutes from their house.
To downtown Richmond, which is the center of the town, is 5 hours and 54 minutes.
You're closer than we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
There was people there from North Carolina, West
Oh, that-
Virginia,
Yeah. Speaking of West Virginia, I got to make a stop there too.
and we met a really nice lady there. She heard Christy's voice and was like, looked around and was like, I know you.
I saw that.
Yeah, it was
Roanoke
cute.
is 5 hours and 56 minutes.
Yep. we could stop up there and knock on their door and just ask them, hey, you want to save the stamp? Let's get the paperwork done.
Right.
Open the door, man. Hey, open the door. He's not here. Hey, bug off, Cheech. I'm busy. Sorry.
Everybody go back to 8 minutes and 52 seconds, 8:52 p.m. on this live, and email Robert.
Yeah. Everybody.
From now on, forever.
Yeah. Every day at 8:52 p.m. Eastern time. Everybody email Robert.
That'll be at about 36 minutes in the video.
Mhm.
That's hilarious.
I guess I didn't think about that. I just kind of talked and said it, and
That's why I was trying to send him a picture of it.
One day, whenever I've got 1 million subscribers and they all start sending Robert email, it'll be great.
Oops.
I got a feeling his phone's going to end up in the bottom of the river.
But he'll have plenty of email on it.
That's true.
Hey, he'll keep him busy, keep him out of Randa's hair.
Right?
That's true.
So
Hey,
Randy
look at-
can go ahead and retire and become a reseller.
Robert, look at the bright side. At least you won't be getting hit in the head with frying pans anymore. You won't have time.
As long as they subscribe.
Yeah, well, there you go. Hey, if half of them do, you'll be good. Well, what's new on the plate for this weekend, y'all?
This
I know what-
weekend,
I know what you're doing.
you know what I'm doing.
I think so. Is that this weekend or next weekend?
What do you mean?
Next weekend.
Next weekend.
Next weekend. This weekend, I'm actually doing Christmas. Christmas with my family.
We have a pageant, we have a cheer competition, and we have Christmas with his family.
Yep, 9 away from 500.
So is the Easter Bunny going to be there for Christmas?
That's what I said.
I think so.
We had
Shamrock
to.
guy?
We had to. The whole family had it. And
You got to
then,
do it.
then the two boys got it. My two boys got it. And yeah, it just kept.
It happens.
Yeah, so we just had to keep postponing it.
That's your fault if he enjoys it, Randa.
You need a bigger frying pan.
You want to borrow mine? I guarantee you'd hit him once and he'd learn his lesson. Of course,
Oh,
you
man,
probably
might
couldn't
be.
lift it that high, but you know, the thing's heavy.
Especially if he's as tall as she said she is.
He's 6'1", at least
And what is she, 4'9"?
4'11", something like that. Well, the good news is the handle's about 3 or 4 feet long, so that could make up the difference.
There you go.
And I think it got a hell of a bend to it when she whipped it around. Oof. No,
She'll do it
she wouldn't.
like she's about to she'll do it like she's about to pitch a discus.
You ever seen? If you ever watch a slow motion video of a golf club
Mm-hmm.
when the club's coming around like 140 mile an hour, and you can see that whole shaft bending it as it comes through. That's what that frying pan would look like. Man, that sucker is heavy.
That's one of those big ones, right? Like,
It's huge. You saw it. You were in the shed.
I forgot how big it is.
Well, imagine the size the size of your Weber grill.
Yeah.
It's the same size as the entire
Oh,
grill.
okay.
Eric's not even here, is he? I get to tease Eric.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a jungle or a fossil card.
John Wilson says $5.
Get out of here with that. Yeah. I was surprised to see what this one was going for. This is one of those e-reader cards that we've talked about before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this one is from Expedition, I believe. That's 2001, I think.
What do? You plug those into your computer?
I'm sorry. No, you had a deal that plugged into your Game Boy,
Mm-hmm.
and then on the side over there, there's little barcodes, right? You've
Right.
seen- yeah.
Yep.
And you'd slide that through that little scanner thing, and it would give you characters in the Game Boy game.
Good luck, Carol.
Oh boy, yeah, no thanks. Best wishes, Miss Carol. These, I think, are the money. These are fun. You want an opportunity to go see what kind of money these are worth? That is a vending machine promo. Bulbasaur. And I don't think they're worth huge money. But hey, Lindsay, how are you?
Hey, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
Uh-huh.
I just read things, man.
I only saw part of what you wrote, but I'm looking at-
I mean, it's read. It's written right there.
I mean, that's
Sure is.
yeah. There's
Oh my.
that's a sold comp for it. Shipping was cost more than the damn card, but
Nice.
$20?
yep. Plus they're charging $30 shipping from the UK. Compensation. Yeah, that's funny. I gotta look this one up too, just 'cause we
Well, let
can.
me get out of my room.
That one's different. Oh, there it is. See if I can find this one. I don't know if this one's going to sell higher or lower.
Shut that door back.
Without the shipping cost, it's actually cheaper. Actually, with the shipping cost, it's cheaper too. I'm surprised.
Umbrella.
What did she write?
Uh,
Jeez. Yeah, the Japanese cards are cool. The thing about ones like these is these never got printed in the United States. So you never found them in any other language except for Japanese. Newer ones, it's really odd what they do with Japanese cards. The Japanese cards come in a smaller booster box. They only get like 20 packs, and there's only like 6 cards in a pack. But almost every one of them has an ultra rare in it. So it's really odd.
huh.
You can take a picture of them, Miss Lindsay.
Yeah.
You
That's
can
true.
search them by the picture
Yeah.
Yep.
on Google Pictures,
Well-
On eBay.
on eBay.
Yeah.
You take a picture of it here. I'll show you.
Did they put that back on eBay?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And barcodes too on eBay.
I know they have barcodes, but the picture thing came off for a while.
So that's a banned card, okay, in Japanese. I never made it in English.
No, they don't have. You can't take pictures on eBay right now
Really?
to search stuff.
Oh, be God, you're right. They did. They took it off.
Well, they did some kind of update or something, and they had a glitch with it, so they took it off.
Yeah, I see
So they're
that.
fixing the glitch and putting it back on.
Well, then I got to type it all in.
Yeah.
Well, let me see. Whoops. Not musty. Misty.
You can still do barcodes, but you can't do pictures of items.
Yeah, I still do barcode. Oh, Jesus. I don't know what these things are great at. So this one's called Misty's Tears. That's what the name of it is. And if you get a PSA graded 8 of this card, which isn't too hard to get,
Wow.
Nice.
Lindsay, I don't know if you can look up Pokemon cards on Google, but if you can, you just go to your Google search. And when you go to your Google search, over here on the side is a little camera symbol. Where am I at?
You are in Ohio.
Yep.
And when you click on the camera symbol, you can take a picture of it and it'll search it for you.
Yeah, TCG is hard to get. You got to get a black background and
The perfect lighting.
Glare.
You have to have the perfect lighting.
Yeah.
And even in my studio, I don't have the perfect lighting.
Yeah, no glare, black background. But you could do, yeah, Google search. Probably be the easiest.
Anything you want from the UK, you can have it shipped to her address and she'll send it to you.
Miss Helen, you don't owe me anything. That's not how I operate. I will tell you this much, though. If you want more Mr. Mimes, that can be arranged. The only thing that I look for as far as different things is Pikachus. If they come from events, things like that. But you also got to remember that between Happe Wagner from Denmark and my buddy Nigel from London, over the years, we got everything from all over Europe. We got every stuff from us.
Every stuff.
We did. We really did. Well, like this one, where the heck did it go? I don't know if I have it in here or not. No, it's in that book. I think I took the book down the stairs. I have some Comic-Con promo cards that a friend of mine in San Diego got me. I never even went to San Diego for Comic-Con, but because she was there and she knew I'd really appreciate having them, she sent them to me. So I got them.
I think I got a couple Mr. Mimes.
Yeah, that's her favorite. Yeah, I don't have any of them in here, unfortunately. I got some other cool things in here, but not that one. I don't think I'm doing anything this weekend, am I?
This weekend?
Mm-mm. I got to take my truck to the shop again tomorrow.
Did the sending unit not fix the problem?
Well, they didn't replace the sending unit.
Oh,
They diagnosed the sending unit. So they did the recall in the transmission, which was just a computer software, something. No big deal there. But then they diagnosed it as having an oil sending unit problem. So they made an appointment so they could order the part. But I told you when I made the first appointment that it was a sending unit, and you should have ordered the part then. That's not how we work, sir.
Oh,
The part store is right across the street. Literally, it's like here's where I drive in to get to the shop, and right across the street's a parts store.
you
Wow.
know, the places around here, if you drive in there and you tell them what's wrong with your vehicle, they'll fix whatever you tell them you say is wrong with it.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you pull in there and say, "Can you fix my car?" they'll diagnose it and then fix it.
Right.
But
Well,
if
and
you
I-
pull in there and say, "Well, my sending unit's bad," they're going to change your sending unit, whether that's your problem or not.
Hmm?
So they don't do that there.
My guess is they probably won't because they don't want to take on the liability of you diagnosing your car. I think I could walk in there as a former ASE certified technician and not be able to get them to do what I want them to do.
Wow.
But the thing I can't figure out, okay, now the guy tells me when I get there, I got there about 12:40. My appointment was at 1 o'clock, whatever. And I asked him, I said, well, about how long do you think we'll be here? He says, probably 2 hours at least. I said, okay, that's fine. So at 2 o'clock, I got up and I went out and I looked through the window and I can see some of the shop and I don't see my truck anywhere. So I thought, well, that's odd. So I went back up front, and they have a drive-in thing where they, you drive in, you get out, you go over to the desk, they talk to you, blah blah blah, do all your VIN numbers and everything like that. My truck was still sitting in there, an hour and 20 minutes later. And I said, well, great. Now I'm going to be here till like 4:00. So I text my daughter because she was waiting for me at work still. And I says, you might as well go catch the bus because I'm going to be here for at least another 2 hours because they haven't even started on my truck yet.
Right.
And the guy told me, yeah, it's like 45 minutes just to do the recall thing. I said, all right, whatever. So about 10 minutes later, boom, my truck's gone. Oh, they got it in the shop finally. Good thing. All right, so we'll be done by 4:00. 2:45, here comes my truck pulling back out around and into the warm bay where you can get in and drive off. I thought, holy cow, that was fast. Took them 45 minutes to do 2 hours of work. And 45 minutes of it was supposed to be for the recall. So I went out there and he come and got me and I said, okay, I'll be right there. And I was in the waiting room and he come out, or I go out there and he says, so, yep, it was the sending unit. That's what's bad.
See you later,
Good night, Lockridge. See ya.
Good night, Lockridge.
So he says, yeah, the oil sending unit's bad. We're going to need to order it. It'll take a day to get it here, blah, blah, blah. And it's an hour for the diagnostic and an hour to put the part in. And here's what the part costs, $300 and some for the total bill by the time they're done. And I stopped for a minute. And I said, well, no, wait a minute here. You didn't even have the truck in there for 45 minutes, maybe an hour tops. And 45 minutes of that was supposed to be for the recall. Why are you charging me an hour labor for the diagnosis?
Right, which is a minimum of what, $60 an hour?
129.
For a
And the sending
diagnosis.
unit, what, like $20 at AutoZone?
30, I think, yeah. So it's going to cost me $317 to have them diagnose it in 15 minutes. They charge me for an hour. Put it in, which is, in my estimation, about a 20-minute job. And they're charging me an hour and a half of labor.
That's crazy.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
Now, I will say this. After going through shop management and everything that I did, they overhead costs with automotive shops is outrageous.
Yeah.
Hazardous materials, insurances, the heat. There's a lot of money that goes out in overhead costs. I get it.
Right.
But $130 an hour when the mechanic's probably getting 15 to 20.
Right. And you can buy the little scan code thing at any part store for like $20,
I know.
right?
Yeah, well, they're 35, yeah, something like that here. But yeah, they're not that expensive. But
Yeah.
I don't know if it was throwing a code or not. I mean, I know it's throwing that light on temporarily, but I have found my limited use in the past of using a scan tool that when it does an intermittent code like that, it's a lot harder to track down when your check engine light comes on,
Right.
the flashy code and all that kind of jazz.
Yeah,
Now, it's
that's
been
good.
20 some years since I've done it, but
Yeah.
yeah. So that was an interesting one this week. So I got to go back in tomorrow and they're going to finish it. And, and then to be honest with you, knowing that it's the oil sending unit sensor, it doesn't concern me driving the vehicle. I thought if my oil pump's going, I can't go anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Or if I'm losing that much oil where it's not, the pickup tube isn't picking up oil. Hi, Colleen.
Hi, Coley.
But that isn't the case either way. So I love that old truck. That thing does me right. She got a lot of miles on her and she's getting old, but man, that truck runs so good. I have no fear driving it anywhere.
Right.
And we'll find out if my fear is validated or not very soon. But I mean, I drove it to Ohio last spring and had no issues.
What's up?
What's up?
What's
From out
up?
of town? What's up? You from out of town? Should I tease Colleen a little bit? She wasn't here earlier.
Yeah, she didn't hear your information.
She did not. Should we tease her?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you like me to full screen you again so you can
I gotta switch cameras first. Hold on.
camera
I
switch?
just want to see what she thinks of this book. There we go. Gotta crank it up a little bit. The other up. Well, that's the size it goes.
Would you like the full screen conky?
I
Outstanding.
love that. Isn't that thing cool though?
Yeah, it is.
That is
Yep.
a leather binder with it's actually embossed Pikachu's in it. I think it's awesome. But this is a book of some ultra rares that we're going to be looking to trade away. And there is a lot of them. Can you see them all right? They're hard to see. There's so much glare in this room, even without having all the studio lights on. Just that darn overhead light is just terrible. But we've got a few hundred of them in here. These are alternate art, Flareon V and Flareon V Max. I just think the artwork on these is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Reshiram Charizard gold cards. Those are awesome too. Got a Mountain of Cinderace. Pulled 6 of the 7 of them so far. Those are from Fusion Strike, I believe. And we just get tons and tons and tons of them. But there are cards that I am looking for, and they are ultra rares. And I really, really, really hope somebody has them out there somewhere that will trade them to me, because I'm getting tired of chasing them. I'm getting tired of buying 70, 80 packs at a time and not getting. But we've got sets of Urshifu Rapid Strike and VMAX, and sets of Urshifu Single Strike and the VMAX, sets of them. They go on and on and on and on. There's hundreds of cards in here that are worth trading for. So, Colleen, if you've got cards that look like these, there's certain ones that I'm going to be looking for. If you have them, I hope next Thursday, depending on how I feel, I plan on starting a live stream every week for people to get together and trade. And I'll go through it all as we get to that time when we get started. So that's it. I'm all done. Just see something to keep an eye out for is that.
Very cool.
We got to get Mr. Wilson involved. Get Danny in there. Hopefully some other people will come in too that aren't just regulars in our community all the time, and we can bring more people into the community, which would be a great thing.
You think some of those cards are hard to find because of the region that you get them from?
No. They're literally random luck of what you pull. Robbie! What the heck's going on, man?
Hey, Robbie.
Get swamped. What's up, brother?
There's our buddy Robbie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Danny, I want you to be involved in that Pokemon thing too. I know you've been buying a few cards. There's things you want to trade for next week or the week after. We're going to start a trading night. Why not?
I got some things I want to trade for.
I will trade. Robbie, I need to talk to you. I don't want to bother you because I know how busy you are, but I do need to talk to you soon. So we got to have a conversation one of these days. I'm tired of eating those things. Time for these. Jumbo Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops, Jumbo Snap.
I should bring you a case of these. I think you'd love them.
I like anything, man. I'm fat.
Yeah, we're going to, either next week or the week after, what we're going to do is this, in case you missed it earlier. I'm going to do a live stream. It's maybe like an hour long. And pretty much everybody that's here in our community now has a pretty good, how do you say it? I trust these guys. I trust you guys as far as it comes to trade. So if we got the live stream going next week and you got a card that I want and I've got a card that you want and we agree to a trade, I'm going to send it to you and I expect you to do the same. If other people come in that we don't know very well, and I can say to you, hey, deals with Danny is a reputable seller and person in our community, you send to them first. Because she's got a reputation in the community as a quality seller, quality buyer. And you don't, whoever this random person might be. You don't have to trade with me. You can make deals on your own. You can make deals on the side. But any deals that you make are on you, not on me. I'm just going to provide a format, a forum. A
It's not
platform.
on me either.
Yeah, it's all Mickey's fault.
No, it's Tim's fault.
Tim's fault, this one?
Yeah, it's Tim's fault.
Tim
I
did
did
it.
it.
But the point being is it's a lot of on your honor stuff. We had a community like this called the Poke Gym. I believe it still exists. People would get references from other people. I've got 30 people that I've traded with before. Oh, yeah, he's great. The other guy comes in, he's only got one or none. Well, the guy with one or none's got to send first. Logic. So we're going to try to set something up like that. Again, like I said, everybody that's pretty much here now, I would send a card to tomorrow and have trust that they would send me back stuff. I got no issue with that. But the concept is my choices are two, gang. Because I could take this box full of cards, and I've got lots of them. All kinds of random cards. There's hollows in there. There's rares in there. There's trainers in there, whatever.
Right.
And I could sell you that box of cards and we could bid on it at auction, whatever. I'd rather trade them. I'd rather take this box and say, hey, this box is worth $50, whatever. You got a $50 card I want. Do you want to trade it for this whole box of cards? I can show you what's inside. I can not show you what's inside. You can take a chance. If you've got a $20 card and I say this is $50, but I really want your $20 card, I'll trade over the price. You can take these and resell them and make your money, whatever it is.
Yeah.
There's enough
Right.
people that do Pokemon on here that I think even the resellers that buy and resell Pokemon could make money off of this very easily.
Well, sure, if they have cards you need.
Guys like John, collectors, they can fill in gaps in their collections and not have to go out and spend $200 every week buying packs and hoping they pull what they want.
Right.
Guys like me, building multiple decks. Now I can have an opportunity that somebody like John that buys a whole lot of stuff and says, well, these trainers, I don't need these. The kids like to collect the Pokemon. I need the trainers, John. Would you send me some? I'll send you these. Okay.
Right. That would definitely work.
Should.
So when you build a deck and it has 4 of a certain card in it, and you build another deck and you want 4 of that certain card in that deck, that means you need 8 of them. I got you.
When it comes to certain trainers, certain supporters, certain stadiums, there are ones that are better than the others, and you use some of them in more than one deck. There's a card, it's a supporter card called Marnie, for example. That supporter card can be played in almost any deck. And you usually play at least 2, 3, or 4 copies of it. So for me to build 10 decks and need at least 2, I've got to have at least 20 of them.
Right.
Lindsay, I'd have to send you a list. Right now, can't remember what the name of the one is I need. I don't have it, and I was going to start buying them. And then I came up with this idea. And I thought maybe I'll wait. Because there might be some of our friends on YouTube that have those cards.
Right.
Right.
And most of the cards that I'm buying are not uber expensive. Like I bought, oh, for crying out loud. Come on. My brain is just shut off tonight. That's all right, though.
Colleen says she's got a ton of trainers.
Really?
Uh-oh. I yawned first. It's my fault.
It
Oh!
is too. I saw it. It made me.
I can't even put my
I'm
finger
going to
on
be a pumpkin when I grow up.
There it is. I found the deck.
Sprout is the easiest.
I found the video that I need. I actually cannot remember the name of this trainer because I don't own any of them.
That's hard to believe that you don't own a Pokemon card.
Well, there's a lot I don't own anymore, and this is one that came out actually during the time when we weren't playing.
What year?
Like 17, 18, 19 in that general area. Here it is. And I can't see it. I might have to listen for what it's called because I can't see the. Trying to watch it on my phone, I can't see it well enough. It's too small.
Let's schoolgirl first.
Colleen, it'd probably be easier for y'all to get on the phone together.
Yep.
And you say the names than it would be for him to email them.
Town energy. We're going for Kabu. And that's the thing. Is that
Kabu.
Always do.
really tries to fit that
Yeah.
big.
I got one right now I can send you. I'll put it right in the chat. Now that I know what it is.
Good night, Robert. Have a good time listing.
Yay, listing is fun.
Robert,
This is the name of one of them. It is a supporter card.
Taboo.
I mean, I can rattle off some of them to you. There's some of them that I just cannot find. We needed to get a one called a Rotom phone. Rotomphone. Rotom phone. It's not a hard card to get. We just don't have any of that set. I bought 12 of them last night for $6, including
Nice.
shipping. So they're not that expensive. It's just an irritation having to order them and then having to sit and wait for them to get here. It sucks.
Yeah.
Scoop Up Net is one that we really need. Evolution Incense is one we really need. Marnie is one we really need. Cheryl. Whoppers, we definitely need. Get that head out of there, lady. He's got whoppers. He's got whoppers. Whoopers.
Shoot,
Yes, you
you wanted to
do,
look
Robbie.
at something.
Got it, Robbie. Robbie, you're hilarious.
Yeah,
I got rather have this Abu.
Here, babe.
Wow, I can't believe
That's
it.
good stuff. I like that. That's very good, Robbie. Yeah, there's a whole pile of them that I've ordered some, had to buy some, and it just, you don't pay very much money for them. It's just an irritation.
I can't believe you don't pull everything you need in the newer stuff. Until after you buy it.
I should tell that, shouldn't I? Yeah. So the Fusion Strike, you're familiar with that one, Tim, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the most sought after deck right now, allegedly the best deck in the entire format, is the Mew VMAX that comes out of Fusion Strike. Now, if you remember, I pulled an alternate art one and I put it in a package that I sent to Mr. Wilson. Very expensive card. My daughter's been struggling trying to find a deck that she really enjoys playing and that she actually is competitive with. And I said, well, maybe you should play this Mew deck. I think this thing's crushing everything in its path. So we went and looked in our set book, and we only had one of the V and one of the V Max. And you need 4 V and 3 V Max to play the deck the way most lists are built. So we bought 2 more boxes from the Pizza Ranch. Didn't pull any. We bought a bunch of packs from the store. Didn't pull any. I'm like, this is irritating, and I'm tired of it. So I went online and bought them all. All right. Yeah, when you get time, Robbie, just give me a holler. I appreciate you, man.
Have a good night, Robbie.
All right, Robbie.
So we go and buy them all, and they're slowly coming in the mail still. And then we got the last of the Fusion Strikes they had on Monday. I think it was, yeah. A full box plus 22 packs. We pulled 3 Mew V and 2 Mew V Max. which was exactly enough to build the deck. And I have them all coming in the mail. We opened 5 boxes, pulled 1. We open a box in 2/3 and we pull 3.
Night, Robbie.
Of course, we did the same thing with the Flaffies from Evolving Skies, and we were looking for those. We opened 3 or 4 boxes of those, and that was an uncommon card. It shouldn't have been that hard to pull. Didn't pull any of them. I ordered them online. Next box we open, we pull 3.
Awesome, Douglas.
Yeah,
That's
you're
cool. All kids should be learning that stuff. Yep. There's Cheryl. There's Kabu. There's Professor's Research. There's Boss's Order. There's Raihan. Scoop Up Net.
Is that one you're
Evolution.
looking for?
Yeah. Evolution Incense.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
There's a whole list of them. I'd have to sit down and write out the list, but I'm too tired right now. I didn't sleep last night, so it's been a rough day. But we got through it.
That's right.
Always get through it.
That's what
It's
we-
amazing. I've been running into people that knew my wife so well for so many years that had no idea she was gone. I ran into a lady today. She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's been like almost 2 months." She's like, "I had no," and she ended up leaving her station and going and sitting down and taking a break because she was so distraught from it. I actually felt kind of bad. But yeah, get them storage brats up to 500. He needs something hotter to eat. Yeah, right.
And then I can post on the community page.
I think you'd be good at that, yeah. Well, Lindsay, you come on it's either gonna be next week or the week after. And I'll take if this happened to be one of the cards I was looking for, I'll come on and say, "Hey, gang, here's the card I'm looking for." Okay. And then you can take the time to go look for them, and then you say, "Oh yeah, look, I've got 3 of them right here, barbecue." And I bring you on and I say, "Okay, you got 3 of them. What can I offer you in trade? What do you want?" And then you say, "Oh, well, I really like this Bulbasaur right here." Okay, well, we'll work out a trade, and then we'll come up and exchange emails and addresses and all that, and we'll do a trade. Nobody's got to spend any money if they don't want to. You can give as good a deals as you want to. Everybody plays by the rules, or I boot you out. And I promise you, if somebody comes in, especially an outsider that isn't in the community now, and tries to play dirty pool with people, we'll bury him in the back. We'll bury him on the backyard like the sandbox with a cat turd in it. I ain't gonna put up with that kind of garbage.
we'll put them back in the swamp.
Yep. Get on there and feed you to Robbie's gators.
Oh boy, he's got a
You've
few.
seen that firsthand. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
You want to
Night,
Good
buddy.
night.
My suggestion to you is this: if you do have Pokemon cards and you are interested in trading them when I start doing this over the next week or 2, my biggest things I look for if you want to trade things with me or get things that I have is Pikachus and trainers. You may not have the trainers I want, but if you do, I would love to trade for them. I also need Duraludon V, Duraludon V Max, Stojourner V, Stojourner V Max. Why? Everybody should learn to change spark plugs, change the oil, change the tire. Everybody.
Because boys ain't boys nowadays.
You got to know how to do that stuff. That's a simple life survival skill to have.
Well,
Of course,
they
like
don't-
balancing your
they don't
checkbook.
get taught how to do it anymore.
They don't teach them to balance their checkbooks anymore either, and look what that does. Can we get government forgiveness?
You get people that say, "What's a checkbook?"
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, well, you got balancing your bank account.
They're your mamas.
They are not.
Yes, they are.
Don't tell her I said that. Oh, those, yeah. She can have them. I like them, but I can only eat like 3 of them. Then I'm like, okay, that's enough.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just something with those. Like I said, don't get me wrong, I like them, but these, on the other hand, I can eat these all day. In fact, I think I will. Right? Yeah, I think our society has gotten way far away from people having basic life tools.
Have you been on TikTok?
No.
Should go on TikTok a while.
Why?
You'll see just how far the world has changed.
I already know.
Go on TikTok a while, then you'll really know.
Amen to that.
No.
She's not a tomboy, huh? She's quite the young lady. She learned how to change spark plugs. Douglas's granddaughter.
My wife could do it. She wasn't a tomboy. My daughter could do it. She's not a tomboy.
Callisto will be able to do it.
That's right. Not a
Change spark
tomboy.
plugs and tires and stuff.
She can tear an air conditioner down.
Mhm.
You can.
No, I cannot.
You ain't afraid, are you?
No. That's not.
See? She's not afraid. Can't tear her off like that.
I'm just not strong enough.
Hey,
Strong
where's
enough.
my Girl Scout cookies?
You're not strong enough yet. But you will be.
But I'm never going to do it.
There they go. Look at
Wow, they're
that.
sitting there by the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be able to
Waiting
walk
for
in and grab a box. That's awesome.
They're waiting for you.
You're right by the leaning table of pizza.
Look what I got.
Sweet pizza. What
What
is
do you
that?
got?
Fruit
What
roll-up?
is it?
Fruit by the foot.
I ain't had
Fruit
one of
by the
those
foot.
in years. I ain't had one of them in a long time.
Fruit by the foot.
I remember back in the day when you got into like middle school, I think it was 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. They made you take all the different languages, at least for a quarter.
Yeah.
And then you had to take all the different, like sewing class, cooking class, basic woodwork.
Home ec.
Yeah, home ec class.
Home
stuff like that.
economics. Yep.
We even had a basic drafting class
Yep.
that we had to take for a quarter. And then if you wanted to take it again in 8th grade, you got a semester of it, and you got to actually build. I don't know how to describe what we built. It was a sound operated box about this big that we put Christmas lights in. And then we built the board for it, put the sound activator in it,
No.
plug it in. And when you put it next to like a speaker, it would flash the lights. We built that when we were in school. Hey, Hollywood Reseller, how are you?
Hi,
Industrial
Hollywood.
technologies.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. And they don't teach none of that no more, I guess.
No.
Nope.
No. Well, I think you should take
auto
both.
shop.
I think Brenda said she took Auto Shop 1, 2, and 3 and no home ec. I think you should have to take both. I think you should also have to take basic economics. And I'm not talking about learning how the stock market works. I'm talking about learning how a home mortgage works, learning how your taxes work, learning how to balance your bank account.
Time to list all that stuff you got now, huh, Hollywood?
He'll
Gotta
be
get that.
on later tonight on Instagram, probably doing live video while he's listing.
Like a recap sort of listing time.
Well, he'll list while he's on, showing everything what he's listing it for.
Right. Here's box number 1. Put that on. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good way to do it. I like it.
Just got back from Goodwill.
Yep, I think everybody should take basic cooking classes, though. And for no other reason, not so you have to learn how to cook or memorize a recipe or anything like that, but to understand how a stove works, how an oven works. Knowing how to use that stuff so when the time comes, you don't go, let's see, I got Uber Eats or I can put it in the microwave. Why? No,
Yep.
it's not that hard.
Right. Or you can watch Regular Guy Barbecue. Who shows you?
And get some good recipes
That's
like
true.
Kool-Aid pickles.
Oh, yeah.
Although I will say this much though, it sometimes can backfire on you when you're trying to learn from the home ec teacher how to do things. She puts tinfoil in the microwave
Yeah.
on video. I mean, it shows the video to the class.
This is what happens when you put tinfoil in the microwave.
She was actually trying to teach how to make cupcakes in the microwave with one of those silicone deals.
Oh no.
So, but the liners had foil in them.
Right.
So she's up there talking, and the microwave starts going, bzz, 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 and you can see it sparking in the back. That's great.
That's
And they
always-
show it in every class.
Uh,
Oh, we had a good laugh with that one. Yeah, but you take a basic sewing class, how to sew buttons on, how to hem your pants, how to put on an iron or sew on a patch.
They don't use
You know what?
patches no more. They just keep their pants holy.
Right.
yeah, they do.
Or if it gets torn where it ain't supposed to be, instead of fixing it, you just throw them away. Nope. Nope.
That's because we're a throwaway society.
Yeah, and it's pathetic. It really needs to change, in my opinion. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I personally think that in the 8th grade, kids should get the opportunity to choose whether they want to go on an academic, schedule,
Hmm.
or if they want to go on a trade schedule.
Yeah,
Because everybody's not going to college.
right.
And I
That's-
think they should be able to choose, if they're going to be a construction worker and build houses, then they should be able to go to a construction grade level, and learn what they need to do. So when they get out of school, they can get a job.
Right.
And I think that would keep a lot more students in school until they graduate.
I can't remember the grade. It was either 6th or 8th grade. The kids over in Germany would start going to the university. The ones that were going to be doctors and lawyers and stuff like that. They would go to what was called the university, and then other kids would go to like a trade school and different things. At that young of an age, they knew what they're going to do for their career.
Not here in
Right.
Nashville, they won't.
Well, see, here they used to have the vocational center. And once you got to high school,
Hi, Ivy.
you could go to the vocational center for I think it's like 2 or 3 classes a day,
Yeah.
which is basically a trade school. And they would teach auto mechanics or carpentry or CNC
have it
machines,
Plumbing.
things like that.
For half a day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Randy-
still do that here.
Not here. We still have a trade school, but it's just not attended like it used to be.
Right. And I
Well-
think that's because back in the 80s and 90s, they pushed college so hard that kids got away from doing trades, and now there's no tradesmen.
And it pays well.
Right.
Hi, Brandy.
See, that's the thing is that all them kids got talked into putting themselves $80,000 in debt because they were all told they had to go to 4-year colleges.
Right.
Yeah.
Not everybody's cut out for 4-year college. And I'll be honest with you, I went through 3 different trade schools. Got my degree in each one. And I made good money. Did I work hard? Damn right I did. But each time I went to school, I worked as I went through, paid it off as I went along, graduated with 0 debt each time. So everything that I had went into my pocket instead of going back into the school's pocket.
Right.
Right.
There's a
Well, that's-
1,000 ways out there that you can get through college and not owe money.
And that's
But
the
everybody
problem
wants-
nowadays.
Yeah, they all wanted give me debt forgiveness. Why?
Because they were charged so much money.
They were overcharged. Okay.
Exactly.
I'll
Exactly.
go along with that. But not all of them had to go there.
You're right. You're right.
And I had a little discussion with somebody one night. I said, I get it. A lot of people were pushed to go to college, 4-year schools, blah, blah, blah. I get all that. I understand. A lot of people that didn't belong there. Similarly, when the housing market, when everybody was buying houses and getting their loans,
Night, Batman.
hey, Batman, and
Right,
a lot of them
Batman.
didn't, a lot of them had no places getting a loan for a house. Okay, I understand. But yeah, see, that's what I mean. Paying
Yep.
the student loan until he's 80. It's just there's no reason for it. But I mean, here's part of the reality. If you have your dead set heart set on going to school to be a doctor or a lawyer, and it's going to cost you $100,000 to go to school, work hard enough in high school to get a scholarship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, it can be done. And everybody says, well, they only give scholarships to the top 3%. Get in the top 3%.
Be the top 3.
Okay, that's one way you can do it.
Yep.
Another way to do it is going to local colleges and schools where you can stay at home, live off campus, get a lot of your generic credits done, if you will. And then when it's time to go on to the higher stuff, you've only spent $5,000 instead of $50,000.
Yep.
That can be done too. You don't have to go to Harvard for every freaking credit you need. You don't have to do that. But there's a lot of them that end up dropping out. I went to school, guy, my second go round, and he took out like a $20,000 student loan. And the first thing he did is he went out and bought a car. And he bought a computer. And then he did this, and then he did that. AKA Bread Company, how are you?
Okay.
Yeah.
So he did all that stuff, and then he paid for his classes and his books, and he went to town. And then he ran out of money for food and for supplies and all these other things, and he dropped out. So now he had no education, and he was $20,000 in debt.
Right.
Wow.
How good did that do him?
Miss Anita.
Hi, Anita.
Said if you're smart about it and think about things and ask questions and look at avenues, there's scholarship money, there's grant money, there's all kinds of things out there that can help people get into school and do things more. Take a smaller class load so you can work more to pay things off as you go along.
Yeah.
Take 5 years to go to a 4-year college.
Take 5 years to go to a 2-year college if that's what's
Yeah.
necessary.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My mom had 7 different college degrees and never worked in any of the fields that she had degrees for.
Yeah.
She
It
just
does happen.
did it to do it.
I it was my second go around in college. Yeah. I carried 16 credits, so I had a full load. I had a 40-hour-a-week job, a 20-hour-a-week job, and I was a tutor.
Wow.
I only slept about 2 hours a day for 3 years. But I graduated.
Brandy's daughter that we did the fundraiser for,
Mhm.
she's a tutor. She does tutoring.
Mhm. You can work at the school. Help pay your tuition. So many ways to deal with school and not have to put yourself $100,000 in debt. Yeah, sometimes they do. You're right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is. You're right, Brandy. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's not. You gotta pay attention and ask questions and plan it out. You're right. There are also local colleges you can go to and not have to live on campus. So you can save money on your housing even if that means going to a local university and transferring later to a bigger university. In fact, case in point of that is Russell Wilson, quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. Went to a smaller school last year. He came to University of Wisconsin. because he wanted to play on a bigger team so he could notice to make it in the NFL draft.
Right.
Things can be done. Yep. But I get very frustrated when my daughter's talking to me about that from her generation's point of view. And she'll go, Dad, you don't understand. We get talked into going to college and get that beat into our heads and blah, 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 blah. And then everybody's got to take out $50,000 in debt. Blah, 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 blah. No, just take your time, look at every avenue that there is available for you, and find the one that fits you.
Right.
Even if that means going to a tech school and maybe working in a trade job for a few years to build your money up so you can go to the school that you want.
Right.
Because you enter a 4-year college at 21 instead of 18, what's the difference? 3 years? Whooping.
I know a kid right now. Well, I say a kid, but he's almost 25. He turned down an $18 an hour job the other day. There's going to be 9 hours a day or 10-hour a day job, 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. He turned it down because he didn't want to work that much.
Wow.
24, a little over 24 years old. Turned down an $18 an hour job because he didn't want to work 6 days a week.
So
He said,
he'd be
if they'll put me on schedule 3 or 4 days a week, I'll go. The rest of the time I need for myself. True story.
what did he have to do at that age that was so important?
I told him, I said, buddy, you might as well go ahead and start your own business if that's how you want to work.
Yeah. And fail miserably because you're never open.
Wow.
Sure did. Whenever I was that age, man, I was working all the hours I could. Everywhere.
I worked at least 80 to 90 hours a week at that age because I wanted to retire early.
Yeah.
I wanted to work while I could, and I did.
60 hours a week, so he'd get 20 hours overtime a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd be making right at $1,000, $1,200 a week.
Yeah, he
After
was.
taxes and everything else. Yeah.
Wow.
$4,300 a month on average.
I think it added up to like 50. He takes an hour lunch every day too. They give him an hour lunch, so you got to subtract that. So it'd be like 55 hours a week.
Well, still, that's still.
Yeah,
because a time and a half, $27 an hour.
and I mean, you got to look at this too. It wasn't like a really hard labor intensive job. It was at a parts counter.
For $18 an hour?
Wow.
But that's because he is a computer. He's good on computers, and he actually worked at this job before. And the guy offered him his job back with a raise, a significant raise.
Wow.
And he turned it down. Said it was too many hours.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I understand that, Miss Catherine. That's a tough pill to swallow, ain't it? That was struck down by disease, but that's another story in its own right. You guys know that one. See, here's what I can't figure out, gang.
Miss Catherine Mary.
If you look over the last 200 years, even, or if you want to look at the last 20 years or 50 years or whatever you want to look at, you go look at the 100 most successful people in the world.
And you'll find us three at the top.
That's right. All three of these right here. Mhm. With the exception of the ones that get handed the money, like the kings and the princes and all that kind of thing. The vast majority of them are people that will go work 60, 80, 100 hours a week, building their own business, putting in the time, doing the things that they want to do. And they make themselves successful, and they make the money, and they get the 60 and whatever. You take a guy, and I use him as an example because he's in my favorite band, but Gene Simmons. He says if you can find a way to work an extra hour a week, you do it. And that puts three
Right.
times as much money in your pocket because it's this, and he shows the math and all these things. And he's been successful on top of successful because, well, number one, he's a shrewd businessman, kind of a jerk, but that's besides the point. But number two is he put in the time and he put in the effort. And people say, well, I'm not going to work more than 40 hours a week. That's too much for me to do. I need downtime to unwind. I need. You want the money or not? You want to be successful or not?
Take your downtime whenever you retire.
That's right.
Yeah.
When you're young, you can do it.
I mean, I see so many people that get stuck in dead end jobs or, low paying jobs or whatever it is they end up doing. And they work into their 70s. And they're, oh, I don't have the money to retire. Oh, I can't afford it. All the medications, all this, all that. The other thing costs too much. And it's very frustrating to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I retired before I was 50. Kind of had to, but I was able to because I could afford to. Because I put so much into everything that I did. I was not perfect and never did everything perfectly right. And, but I got lucky on a few things as well. Happened to be in the right place at the right time. Made the right investment at the right time. Whatever it is that I did. But I was able to do those things because I worked very hard. And I put in the effort. I tried. Well, I failed at this job. I can't do that kind of work. We'll try again. You know how many times I got laid off or let go from jobs because of downsizing or because of this or because of that? In my 30 plus years of being in the workforce, I never worked at a job longer than 8 years. And yet I was able to do the things that
I've never been downsized or fired or anything.
I was constantly.
When I left a job, I left it on my terms.
I did that too. Wow.
And 99% of the time it was with a proper 2 weeks notice, which kids nowadays don't understand. What's a 2 weeks notice?
My son switched jobs about a year ago, I guess. From the place he's working at, he took a little pay cut to go to a place with better benefits and stuff. And he's making more now than he was making back then. But when he went and interviewed for the job, they says, we'd like to offer you the position. He says, well, I need to give my 2 weeks notice. And they actually really highly commended him for, saying that, and actually doing that,
Yep.
Because so many people nowadays just walk out.
And see, when I went to work at the state, I told them the same thing, and it was the same thing. They were happy.
Yep.
Because they knew that if I left them, I would give them the same respect.
Right.
Not just stop. So, I mean, yeah, they definitely look at that as a good thing. It's not bad on you at all to tell a job that you needed to put in a 2 weeks notice.
No, not at all. But a lot of people are afraid to do that because some places you give that 2 weeks notice and they'll put you right out the door.
And I mean, if it comes to that, then yeah, it is what it is. I've had a job like that before where you put in your 2 weeks notice and they say, well, we don't need you anymore.
Yep.
Well, that's fine. I'll tell them I can start tomorrow then. Thanks. But I was taught to never leave a job until I had a replacement job.
Yeah.
So,
also to never burn a bridge.
That's right.
Yep.
I did that at a place that I worked. I started there 1 year and 1 day after we got married. And I worked there for about a little over 4 years. And I got offered a different job. So I gave him 30 days notice in writing, signed by me and the plant manager. I went back a year and a half later. And they took me right back in. And I stayed there for 3 more years until I got offered to go into my apprenticeship. But each time I left with 30 days notice so they could find a replacement for me. I left on good terms. I didn't want to leave on bad terms. And I think that was a smart way to do it. But a lot of other jobs I left. I walked out on one big job that I had because it got political and I couldn't take it anymore.
Taking the mama.
One job I left because the hours were just tearing my family apart. So I took another position. One I left when I had to retire. Some jobs I just worked part-time or just temporarily.
Right.
Like I had one job I worked for 2.5 years and then I just stopped because I was paying off mega hospital bills that I had from when my daughter was born. So I worked 90 hours a week so I
Right.
could pay those bills. Once I was done paying the bills, I left that job. Because I
That's
didn't really
cool,
want to work
man.
90 hours a week anymore.
Sorry to hear that, Mary. Catherine Mary.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yep.
Hello.
Good night. Oh, you're just saying hello.
It's her
Oh, yeah.
bedtime though.
It is.
Oh,
It's
it's bedtime.
getting close to mine too.
10:02.
Yes, too. Night, night.
Night, night.
Love you, princess.
You be in the bed.
Catherine Mary says she never got an email from you last week.
What'd you say? Mixed brown, maybe?
Let me ask
Yeah.
Catherine Nicole and see what
With the
happened.
light blue. Baby blue.
You gotta check on that. Yeah. I know. I gave him the email address. And certain beads are cold all the time. Means they're outside. She must have never seen the Norwegian weather rock before. You know what the Norwegian weather rock is?
If it's wet, it's raining. If it's
If it's
Means
cold, it's wind.
It means
Yeah.
you're in upstate New York, Colleen.
If it's hot, it's sunny. And if it's gone, some bastard stole it. I love it. I remember my aunt had one of those hanging in her house, and I just laughed every time I saw it. She's like, "What's so funny?" I said, "You know I'm adopted, and I'm damn near all Norwegian, right?" And she goes, "Yeah." I said, "Well, you must have hung that up for me. Thank you. Make me feel at home." Almost, not quite all. When I ate them, you have not Norwegian. But that's another story. I don't know what that means. I suppose if they're that cold, you could just throw them in the microwave, but
I don't know.
are you going to tell us or should we have to guess?
I don't know.
Certain beads. I suppose it also helped to know what.
Anyone know what it means when certain beads are cold all the time?
They're outside.
It means they're in upstate New York. I already said.
Yeah. You put them in the refrigerator.
I know that if it's jade stays cold. You can put it in 100 degrees of heat and it's still cold to the touch.
By comparison, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. with
It normally means that they're real stone or real. Yeah.
that. Something to do with density or something like that. I
Right.
believe.
They're not. It means that they're not plastic beads or they're not. What's the
Man-made.
other thing that they use?
The man-made stuff,
Right.
synthetic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not that stuff. It means that they're real beads.
Right. Real
Stone
stone of
woodwork.
some kind. Now, if they're metal, that's a whole different ball of wax.
Yeah, if they're metal and you take them outside, then they'll get hot when it's hot, and they'll be cold though when it's cold.
Well, I don't want to be a party pooper, but I gotta go, guys.
And then they'd be gone if somebody stole them. Bye, night, Tim. Love you. See you. Bye. Get
I
out.
gotta go and go dumpster diving.
Have fun.
Run by the one up the road from the house, see if there's anything good in there.
Yours
Yeah.
next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whenever it is.
Soon, coming soon to a
Coming
YouTube
soon
channel. near
at
you.
a place near you.
Soon.
They close at 10 and they're out of there at 10:20, 10:30. So we want to be like
We
in the
can end if
vicinity
y'all want to. It's up to y'all.
because
Yeah,
other people will come along and hit it before us if we don't.
Yeah, we can go. We can get out of
We
here.
we actually have subscribers that go dumpster diving in the dumpsters that we dive in because they saw us doing it.
Beef.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like, oh, somebody's been here already.
Get out of my dumpster, lady.
They probably go dumpster diving in your dumpster too.
Probably the same ones.
It might be them. I don't know.
Hey, there's Tim and
Yeah,
Chrissy's
we do
dumpster.
have divers in our dumpster.
I haven't seen the ladies. I seen the guy out there the other day.
So I got to ask a question about them cookies. Can I just get them when I come? Can I
Yep.
order them? Because, well, I look at it this way. Y'all always usually order extra stuff, right? So you got stuff at the end or whatever?
Well, we try to get rid of it all before we'll talk.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let them go, and you and me will talk.
Yep.
All right.
All right, you guys can hang. I'm just you guys-
We'll go ahead.
all right,
Y'all pray us out.
I got you.
all right.
Almighty Lord God, we do appreciate the time that you have given us to come on here and spend time with all these great people, all of our friends, all of our family, all the folks in the chat, having fun, hanging out, doing the things that we love to do. It's because of you we are given these opportunities, Lord. We also want to ask that you reach out to those that are maybe not feeling as good as they should be tonight. Place your healing hands on them and let them get better so they can continue to enjoy life and spend time hanging out with all of their loved ones and friends. And of course, as we always do, we want to thank you for the military and pray for those that are watching over us and keeping our freedom safe, both here in the United States and around the world. Lastly, of course, all of those firefighters, policemen, EMTs, and all those great people that help to take care of us in our greatest times of need out there. Please watch over them and let their healing hands be guided to help those that need healing. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Also,
Thanks for joining us, guys. Go ahead.
Y'all remember we have a benefit auction Saturday for Colleen's aunt to get a oxygen concentrator.
Saturday,
4 o'clock
4 o'clock.
Eastern time.
The 4 hours.
Storage Breath.
Right there.
Link's
Join us.
already up. Put your reminders on.
Love y'all.
Love y'all. Y'all click the like button on the way out and try to do something nice for somebody. Till we see y'all again in the chats.